Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, today this is your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks. Just an overall, like I've asked for answers for you to be about like what you need to hear most right now. What is most beneficial for you to know is going on like for you in the near future? What's like to look forward to, maybe even tap into, like you might be living one life today, but you've wished for something more. We always wish for something more. The second we stop to wish, we sort of what do you say? Dwayne. I want to say there's something that it's something like that. We start to vanish, like we start to disappear. In the olden age, it's sort of like you don't have any more dreams, you don't have any more wishes, your visions are gone, and you like soon enough you want to go from this side to the other side. So that's what happens as soon as you don't have wishes. As long as you have wishes, which you do, which you always do if you know what you don't want. If you keep stepping into things that you don't want, you keep asking for things that you do want. So what you don't want is good to experience. I'm using the John Holland tarot deck. It's still not a tarot reading. I'm using the images to just get my own intuition going. Today, we have sort of a 20-20-20 day because it's the 2020 year, and then we have the 20th of January as in the day. So it's an alignment. 222 for me. That's just it should be perfect for your love reading. Of course, it can be love that's entering your life as well. That's what you need to hear most right now. That's what you have to look forward to most right now. But two, just, connections, partnership, relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be like for love and romance. It can be for business, for starting new adventures, that sort of thing. Whoops. Okay then. I'm pulling 3 cards to see what's going on in your life, and then I've added this. I don't know if you've listened to me before. I've had only like one deck of cards and that's it, but I wanted to switch it up a bit. So I've added this beautiful deck from During Virtue, but I only picked out the answers for when. I'm not heavy into when because I know there's a perfect timing to everything. And timing really is about when you're ready for your own wish. Like when you're in alignment with your own wish, that's when. But there's something a bit juicy. There's something a bit fun with just, okay, the energy I carry right now means that that's when it's going to be when. But if I shift that energy, it can be sooner. If I shift that energy, it can be later. So depending on what you're aiming for right now, you can shift your own timing. I know people say you can't, but I strongly believe you can. I'm my own living proof that you can. Wow. This is such a spiritual, I just feel very like, okay, so the first card that flew out is the number 9, and it's called Spiritual Strength. It's such a wisdom card. It's like you just have the heavens with you. You see you're on the bottom here, and then there's this awesome big, almost like a Buddha feeling, just holding everything up for you and sort of leading the way. And I feel like either you have just stepped into more of wanting to be closer to, let's say God, but like I guess source, the divine, your own guides, just a spiritual path that you're on probably is a bit more in your face right now. You're probably being asked with your inner voice, or things are being put your way right now for you to look at, for you to go deeper in, maybe deeper into meditation to find out answers. Be more in solitude, like with your own thoughts and your own energy, and not be so scattered, like not be all over the place with stuff, if that makes sense. Number 9 to me stands for like, it stands for unconditional love. The number 9 for me stands for unconditional love. Just the overall feeling of love for all, love for thyself, and love for all. Like, it's not a romantic love, I love you if you love me, sort of the conditional love. This is the love for everything, for yourself and for the world that you're living in, and for every person. And 9 is also like an ending. So there's something you come out of, maybe with just wrapping up the whole of 2019 and that whole decade, and coming into 2020 with everything and that what that means. There's a spiritual path that you're upon right now. You're being guided towards this, and I feel greatness in this. I feel like things are really opening up for you. But yeah, let's move on to the next card, because this next card, it's interesting, because I am drawn to the word which says sacrifice. And the sacrifice you have to do in order to in order for you to feel this spiritual path, to feel the connection within you, if that makes sense. The sacrifice that you need to make is to either pray or meditate, like whatever puts you in that quiet space. Aries, it's so worth it. Like, there's been so many studies. I don't think there's one teaching out there. It doesn't matter what religion you're in, what spiritual, like whatever you're pursuing, whatever you would call your path, you're belonging to. I think it's probably not one single one of those that does not promote meditation, to bring yourself to a deeper place, to a higher place. That it is just proven over and over again that pretty much the only place, if not like being completely consumed about music, or completely consumed about nature, or like being one with that and having the same feeling that you're just letting go of stuff that, you know, your everyday life, I said this to this person, and then, you know, that's just you being all in your head. It requires for you to get down in your heart and be really quiet and sort of be one with the sea, like ocean, or one with the trees, or, you know. But for the most part, meditation just works. You just sit down and you breathe and you be quiet with yourself, and up goes the vibration. You just raise the vibration into pure. This is you meditating your way straight into the rainbow. It's such a beautiful card, and it's such a, sorry if I'm yelling. It's such a beautiful card, and it's such a metaphorical card. It's such a symbolic card that if you meditate, you will move straight into the rainbow. So that's the sacrifice. And I don't think it's such a high price to pay, Aries, to be honest. That you have to sit quietly and be with yourself, or that you have to pick a spot where you sort of, it's sort of like you don't know where you start and the sun ends, or you don't know, like you're in such a good spot somewhere that you sort of, you almost get tears in your eyes because it's such a beautiful place, that sort of thing. But other than that, just go meditate. 15 minutes every day. It's enough for you to move forward what it is that you want to move forward, and to let in. I mean, I see all these ethereal, is that how you say it? Like very vague flowers in the background there. Like stuff has started to show up in your life. Things that you've been asking probably for the longest time. It is here. You just have to tweak that, like the final, you just have to fine tune that final little thingy of, it might just be a week of you meditating, and then those very, very vague flowers there are gonna just come into full view, like for you to truly see. And then there's the sea there. You're standing in the ocean. And for me, with the spiritual feeling, because the next card out as well is a very spiritual, wise feeling, is that you're getting in touch with your emotions. Like your emotional body probably has been a bit maybe not completely shut off, because then you sort of can't navigate in the world whatsoever. But there's something, it might sound a bit harsh, but there's something about not fully feeling what others feel, but rather being quite mechanic about it. And that's just you being in your head. If you just bring that down to your heart and you start to be this spiritual, like this is a monk in the first one. This is like asking you to just be more honest, be more authentic, be more in quiet solitude, just and trust that there's greater good behind you, backing you up. And with this, it's just being in the emotions. Like water to me stands for, in this particular reading, it feels like it's emotion. You're standing in your emotions and you're starting to feel them, like really feel them. So things might come up to the surface right now. Things that you haven't thought about in ages probably are coming to the surface. But the message here is that, okay, what do we have to look forward to? What is it that you're asking for? This thing that I'm feeling, it feels almost like it's every area. Like it's, you've been waiting for this thing for relationships, for maybe moving, maybe a new job, maybe like finances, maybe for some like having children or taking it to the next step, or whatever it is that sort of is your, this is the thing that I've been asking for such a long time, or these are the things that I've been asking for such a long time. They're here. And the only thing you need to do is to get yourself just a tiny bit more in alignment with it. And the price you have to pay is to meditate. Such a high price. And then the next card out, I just love it. And there's something about this. Yeah, let's get into that in a minute. But yeah, so the third card out is new beginnings. It has a black border. The second card also has a black border. To me, that is just the infinite universe, like the black materia, the dark matter. To me is like, that's all that counts. That's all that matter. Get it? Like the black here for me, and with you standing on the earth, walking on the earth, having the universe's back. It's sort of the same thing again here. This is such, you have like having the universe's, not you having the universe's back, maybe you do, but the universe is having your back. And this is like you walking the earth with such, I want to say grace, and of course you can walk the earth with such grace, but I'm looking for knowing. Knowing is not quite what I want to say either. You're in this place now where everything begins again. We're starting from scratch. It's like, okay, I know what I know now. Coming up to this point, I know what I know now. Okay, so if we just reboot, if we just start over, and this is what I want. Meditate for a week and it's all here. It sounds really grand, but that's what it feels like. With these, I mean, there's such profound spiritual cards. 3 of them. Right? And with the 0, like 9 first, we have the endings, we have a completion of something, we have unconditional love, and then we have the 12 in the middle that adds up to a 3, which is all about creativity and fun and joy. And then we have the number 0. To me, that's just a full circle. Everything is full circle. It's also something that never ends. It just keeps going, and it's like it is sort of the infinity, the eternity symbol, but as a circle, not even with the infinity. Is like, okay, we go down to then go up, to have some downs to then go up, to have some contrasts to then have, this is just you, this is no more even downs, this is just full circle. It just keeps going now with everything that you know. It's a completely new beginning. It says new beginning on the bottom here, and it's like you just coming into your brand new life, And to the price of what? To the price of meditation. You have to sacrifice 15 minutes of your day to get yourself into alignment. I don't want to talk one bit. I don't want to talk you out of what it is that you're wanting to manifest. But when you truly do these meditations and when you truly start to understand that it was never about this stuff anyway, it was never about getting the guy or getting the girl. It was never about getting the car. It is such a profound feeling to just know yourself as the universe. And if this is not you knowing yourself as the universe, I don't know what. It's just, it's like a door behind you. And it's not even like it's a portal and you have to step through the portal. It's a door coming up in the near future. It's nothing like, you've already stepped through it. You already shifted something. You already are in the new era. Get it? You are at this, like in this new phase, in this new energy, this new dimension, this new frequency, call it whatever you will. You're walking on a new earth. There's something about the new earth. And there's something about, I can't quite figure it out just yet. There's a ring around this whole thing. There's a ring in purple. That ring seems to, see, it's so good when you just start talking because it comes to you. That ring continues on in here with the purple here. The purple to me stands for spirituality, like the connection to the divine. And that purple leads in, you don't see that probably because it's blue. It's just blue right next to it there, but it is purple and then blue, but it sort of looks almost like if you do this purple thing, it will lead you into this, into the rainbow, right? And then on the next card out, you have the earth, and the ring is just around the earth. So that's like it has materialized. So first it's an idea. First it's connecting to the divine. And then we move into, with meditation, we move into you actually starting to bring down what it is that you want. Continuing on with that purple and leading you into the rainbow, all the rainbow colors, to then sort of have manifested it around the earth. It is just beautiful. And the timing for this, I was gonna like, which one should I, looking at it. Maybe I should do that. Look at them and pick my cards that I like to see. You wouldn't believe anything I said then. But that's the thing. I should pick out the cards that I really enjoy. That should be a thing. Okay. So let's just see what stands out here. It's a bit... Within the next few months, guys, we walked into Aquarius season today. On the 20th, on the 2020, we start the Aquarius season. The Aquarius season is all about being authentic, new, innovative, doing something that not a lot of people has done before, being sort of the leader, being first, being unique. That can be for you. It can also be for something that you're trying to create right now. We're moving into that energy today. And then we have the new moon on the 24th. It's also in the Aquarian energy. So it's a lot of like innovative, new, nothing being in resistance to it. It's just a full force ahead. There's a lot of good planets just backing everything up. So it's a good energy to just manifest. And it's asking you to just start doing it because you sort of already are doing it. And I just want to show you this. It says within the next few months. It's like within the next few months, you'll have your castle, you'll have your palace. That stairway to heaven there is like quite the stairway. And if there's anything I can add it's not even negative, but if there's anything to think about, I feel like maybe this is you starting to meditate, and you start to meditate, and you start to meditate, and you start to meditate, and you hit this bump. You hit this a week in, and you can't see any results, the kind of results that you want to see. Keep going. If you stop here, you will never get to the end. You will never get to this. If you stop here, you won't fall down. You will stay there, but you won't get to this. So just continue to meditate so that you can get higher and higher and deeper. Okay? In the 20th minute, I'm gonna stop. I hope this helps. I hope it resonates with some of you guys and uplifts you. Do the meditation. You're really on a yummy track right now, and you're doing good things. Starting to feel the emotions, starting to come from your head down to your heart, and really walking the new path. It looks really awesome. Okay, guys, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you back in a week. Take care. Bye.